The research that we're doing with St. James's and some of the researchers, Chris Sorahan and Sonia Herman are with us today, as well as the principal investigator on this, Gerard Boyle, was really to investigate in the local community here and in conjunction with SICTA what the experience of people in the area is using their pendant alarms and also their everyday technology. And as I said, rather than present the results of this in a PowerPoint presentation, we're very fortunate to have engaged with Steve Daunt and to have Emma McIver read for us a script that Steve wrote based on the findings in the research. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce Emma, who's going to read Red Light, Green Light. Thank you very much.
I'll call you back in a minute. I'm a bit busy at the moment. Okay? Thanks. Did you see that? How long it took? No, not the call. The rummaging for this thing. It's always the same. The phone rings and it's smack at the end of the bag. I'm quite agile, so the hand goes in, and when it comes out, it's always there, in my hand. I never thought about these things until this gig came up. God, have you seen how tiny these buttons are? I'm Stella, by the way. Most of my ladies have mobile phones. Their kids get them to stay in contact, the phones. The pay as the one goes, pay as you go. But then when the credit runs out, my ladies don't realise that they have to buy more credit. Or they leave their phone about the house and then they forget they have the phone. The one day they might want to use the phone, it's either dead or the phone is being blocked. It's not that any of my ladies are stupid. When I hear them saying things like that, I get so angry. They're not. All of them worked and raised families around here. And that's some achievement, let me tell you. Just because some button now gives them a bit of grief, they feel stupid. Can you believe that? It really takes the biscuit. I never thought about this until the Alarm Project. It's not about small buttons. It's about taking time. It's about explaining things. Time. That's what's needed. I know a gentleman who's not too old, and he was told to go and get himself on the information superhighway. The shop was only too pleased to take his cash, but did they ask him what he wanted the computer for? Of course not. So it sits on the table, and he thinks he's the problem. The screen terrified him, as nobody had showed him or told him how to log on. When we visited his house, it only took us 5 minutes to sit him down and go through everything. He was given time to gain confidence and understand that he was in control. Shops should know that we're all not whiz kids. Like I said, it's about time. Sorry. I'm at work, love. Yeah. Yes, you can Sky Plus Sinbad. You know how to do it. Okay. I have to do some work now. I'm talking to some important people. Yeah. I'll see you when you get home. Bye. Yeah. Bye. My son, he's 10 and loves his ancient myths. The first day we got the new TV box, he had it up and running without going near the 200-page manual. It was all programmed before I got home. Whiz kid. The funny thing is, the day he did that, I was talking tellies with some of my ladies. They all have boxes and remotes. No complaints there. No, not at all. One of the ladies is like Cool Hand Luke. Once her neighbour showed her what to do, she flies through the menu and records whatever she needs. Maybe yourself and Boy Wonder should get together. But on the other hand, another one of my ladies is happy just to channel surf. As she said to me that day, each to their own. I suppose she has a point. She's looking at and listening to what she wants in a way that satisfies her. Should we tell her how to use the menu when she's happy? You tell me. Each to their own. They're a proud bunch, my ladies. What with Accra aerobics and the odd day trip, they're kept very busy. But they never complain. Sometimes I wish they would. That's another thing I've learnt. There are things that they accept that my Boy Wonder would scream his head off at. I can only dream of what he might say if his latest Xbox 60 had buttons in the wrong place, or functions that didn't work where they were supposed to. And yet, some of my ladies told us everything was hunky-dory until we asked them how they use their TV, or their radio, or their gas fire. Then we saw they had every right to complain. And the fact that they saw that we knew they had a right to complain, they gained confidence to complain. You might think they've little to complain about because they can't access the TV menu, but it gets serious when you have to If I had to assume this position every time I had to put the gas fire on, I'd complain. And yet, some of you lot want my old ladies to depend on great designs to keep warm. The appliance of science? I think not. Why can't people think? When you're designing something, think about everybody who will use whatever new brand thing you want us to buy. It's not about my Boy Wonder. No. Think about everybody who will buy it and use it. It's a real pain to have to ask somebody how to use something every time you get a new gadget. Can you not do that simple thing? Take a breath and think about your mum or your dad, your aunt, or your uncle, or my ladies. And ask yourself how you can make something that you can just pick up and use. Or even better, ask them. We're doing a project on design, so we found some older people to take part. We asked them how they use technology in general, the stuff I've been talking to you about, and this thing in particular. No, it's not the latest piece of designer gadget from Lady Gaga. It's a security pendant. All my ladies and some of my gents have them. If they fall, or if some gurrier try to burgle them, or they contact us. We give them this and a big base unit that connects it back to base. No, the base unit is not in my bag, but you'll hear about that when I've finished with you. A security blanket. That's what they call it. I'd feel the same way if I lost my fella and we're together only 15 years. Some of my ladies have been married or were married for over 50 years. If this little thing gives them a bit of comfort, well, we shouldn't complain. They might not use it, but they know it's there. Do you want me to press the button? I can see it in your eyes. Not yet. I want to show you how you can wear it. As you can see, this conscious security piece of jewellery can be worn as a fetching pendant, or it can easily, with a very few quick hand movements, turn into a bracelet. It can be worn as a bracelet with one very large jewel at its centre. I think I'll keep it around my neck. Thanks very much. Making this into a bracelet might look very nice, but it's like a full-time job to me. No wonder my friend Delma makes sure she turns it into a bracelet before she gives it to her ma. A bracelet is a nice idea, but not if it takes forever and a day to manipulate it into a bracelet. So, it's a security blanket with a big red button. Does it work? Now, there's the rub, Horatio. Everyone knows how to press a red button. They know an alarm will go off in HQ. They know they'll be asked if they're okay. They know if they don't reply, HQ have 3 contacts to call. And if they don't answer, everyone knows the big blue siren will be on the doorstep. Everyone knows that, don't they? Time to talk about the box. Now, you look like a crowd with laptops and wireless modems at home in every corner of your house. Yeah, thought so. Anyway, this thing needs its base unit in the same way. So this has to be within distance of our famous box. The box has the speaker and the mic in it, not this thing. Is the penny dropping yet? One of our old ladies falls in the kitchen, and her box is upstairs. Houston, we have a problem. She won't hear who's talking to her. Okay, you might say that one of 3 people whose numbers HQ have, or the big blue siren will arrive anyway. But that's not the point. A friendly voice telling you it's okay is important when you've just had a fall or whatever. There's another thing. If I poured this glass of water over it, game over. Not exactly what you want if you fall in a bath or a shower. And I'm no scientist, but people do fall indeed in the bathroom. Oh, see? See what happened? See? Now, if this was live, God knows how many blue sirens would be here by now. Some of my old ladies had their hearts sent sideways when they accidentally hit the button. If you were near the box, they hear HQ asking, is everything okay? A voice out of nowhere. That kind of fright actually makes 1 or 2 of them stop wearing this yoke. The fear of hitting the button becomes a bigger fear than anything else. Bet you didn't think of that. So they stop wearing it, or forget to test it when they should. It's a bit like the mobile phones I was telling you about. No. It's about everything I've been telling you about. We all love the idea of new technology. The new phone, the mega pixel TV with surround sound and DIY popcorn, the laptop with Skype that will connect us to everywhere all over the world. But if we don't know how to use it, or not told how, and I mean told something in a way that makes perfect sense to us, then it actually isn't new technology at all. If people can't see how a thing works within minutes of starting to use it, then it's wasted. New, unusable technology, and we don't really want that, do we? When we begin to design something, think of your favorite aunt and how she would use it once it's made. It can be that simple. Just think and ask. Thanks for the chat. And don't forget about my ladies and gentlemen the next time you give somebody a present of a phone.